Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail. We are doing a major cosmetic restoration and protection package on the Challenger here. I thought I'd take you along for the ride, give you an idea of how much work can go into a package like this. I'll show you step by step what we do in one video. Starting with the hood here, we're going to remove these decals on the hood because 3/4 of this vehicle will be protected in the end with PPF, paint protection film. Also, minor disassembly, such as emblems, maybe some parking lights, some aftermarket areas, the mirrors can be taken off so we can get paint protection film on there, either bulk or with the kit, and have no seams, giving it the cleanest look as possible. When it comes to the paint, we're going to turn that around as well. Paint correction, whatever it takes. It has plenty of clear on there, and as you can see, there is a ton of room for improvement when it comes to gloss. It's going to be leaving here in the triple digits. When it comes to the depth of the paint and what we have to work with, we should be getting an average of 5 mils when we walk around a vehicle like this when it's pristine. It's slightly below. We still have plenty to work with. Now I want to show you this. When you get a jump from 4 mils, 4.8, 5 mils, up to 10, 11, 12, double what you had in the previous or surrounding panels, you know there has been work, there's been a respray, there's been repair, and you need to be very careful on those panels. If you're into buying cars frequently as a hobby, or if you're an enthusiast, I really suggest having one of these gauges, and they're not that expensive, with you, so you can walk around the car and find areas like this. Again, now the door being double the thickness as the rest of the surrounding panels, you know this has been repaired or resprayed as well. Just something to look out for. When it comes to the condition of the paint itself, nicks, chips, scratches, swirls, there are telltale signs of a rotary polisher or a wool pad roughing up the surface a bit. We can take care of that, no problem whatsoever. Let's get started on this. This will be a lengthy package, so time is wasting. Let's get this mirror off here. This will keep us from having a nice clean install because we'd have to have a seam to get it around the mirror. If we take the mirror off, we can bulk this door and have no seams, have a clean install, and no sign whatsoever that there has been paint protection film applied. That comes with disassembly. And some shops will go through major disassembly, ripping just about the whole car apart. I believe a car is never the same once torn apart because the clips, the bolts, they never tighten up the same and are never exactly the same. So we go as far as minor disassembly, and if a customer wants major disassembly, we can recommend them to someone who does. No problem whatsoever. Minor disassembly for us is mirrors, badges, lights, parking lights. Anything more than that just takes up way too much time for what we have. Starting with the door panel, you need to take the door panel off so we can get to the wires and the bolts that secure the mirror for the Challenger here. And we need to take off some cover plates and some plastic covers to get to the screws. They're all pretty much Phillips head panhead screws that hold these door panels secure to keep them from rattling, and then the rest of the way is just plastic clips all the way around the edges of the panel. Once the panel itself is pulled away from the door, it's still going to be secured by a few wires and the cable for the door handle itself. So be careful of that. You can disconnect all of them if you want to take the panel clean away from the door itself. You don't have to. You could just prop it up so it's not putting a bunch of tension on those wires and cables, and you can get to that mirror just by pulling the door panel away a couple of inches. Peel away the thin protective sheathing inside the door panel, and you can gain entry to the little access area where you can get to the rail of the window, the mirror, some of the wires, and you need to unplug the wires for the mirror first, fish them through. They will weave themselves in and out of the crevices of that door. Then you can work on grabbing an 8mm socket to get the 3 nuts off of the mirror that keep it secured. Did I have to show the whole process of the door panel? No, but this gives you an idea, just one little step of this whole process, how much time it can take. And you have to keep in mind 2 door panels, get a mirror on each side, and before you know it, you have a whole morning that goes by rather quickly. This kind of video is important just as much for the customer as it is for anybody else, so you can point that to the customer and give them an idea of the work that goes into a package and the process when it comes to making a price for a certain package. YouTube is a fantastic tool. So we have this mirror off, and as you can see, we can make a clean install. The next thing we need to do, guys, is we need to get this vinyl striping off of the hood, because we're going to film the hood, and you don't want to lay film on top of, well, number one, a satin or a stealth colored stripe, because it's going to make it glossy. But number two, if you lay it on at the edges, you're going to get buildup of air pockets, and you want a clean install. So put the PPF down first, then put the vinyl down on top. It gives you the original look of the stripe with no signs whatsoever that the film is on there. Just a simple heat gun or hair dryer or steamer will do. These come up rather quickly. And a new kit is ordered. The rest of the vinyl striping will be protected with masking tape. We do need to polish in between some of those stripes. That will chew up a nice little portion of the morning as well, but it needs to be done. And also, you need to protect any plastic trim, any areas that you don't want to bump up against with a backing plate or a pad to stain or damage the trim. We also debadged the entire car, and we can finally get to the paint. And I can show you the process. It's a 2-step process we have chosen for this finish to bring it back completely. This finish leans towards hard, so we go with the 3D ACA 500 extra cut and the Rubes coarse pad. After the shop manager gives the combination the green light, we are off to the races. We get to work on the finish of this Challenger. I'm going to do this 2-step process in this little area that we have taped off just to show you the huge turnaround. Beyond that, if you had the time, if it was your own vehicle and you had an extra weekend to spend on it, you can go a step further and jewel beyond what we're going to do to this finish. But we're doing a 2-step process to keep this package within a week's worth of work. And that's going to be more than just myself working on this vehicle. We're putting a lot of man hours into this. That will take care of the cut or shaving off enough clear coat to remove the damage that was present. Now that's going to leave a little bit of hazing behind, as that first cut step will on some finishes. And then that's where the second step comes in, and all you're doing is refining from there. Now to finish up and get rid of the haze and bring out clarity, we're going to use Kokemi M302 and its matching pad, which is color coded. And this is what we're looking for. Using the swirl finder, we'll get an even closer look. And then simply continue this process all the way around the vehicle. When finished, break out the panel prep and remove any polishing oils. Prep it for the protection, and that's going to be a combination, again, of paint protection film on 3/4 of the vehicle, and then all topped with our ceramic metal oxide coating. Time for the film, we'll do a combination of bulk installation, which means we're cutting it right off the roll and installing it, trimming it ourselves, and we'll use a kit for the front bumper. And you can see with the mirror removed, all we have to do is make a hole big enough to fish the wires through, bolt the mirror back on, and you will see no edges of the film whatsoever. If you're working with a vehicle that has a wide body kit, especially if it's aftermarket, there may not be pre-cuts that are available. So you're going to have to bulk it. You're going to have to freehand it and do your own trimming. No problem whatsoever. It just takes a little bit more time and wastes a little bit more film when you're doing a bulk installation, and that has to be included in the package. All four fender flares are protected as well. The front bumper on these tend to have their difficulties, but we have it laid down and we're doing the trimming and tucking. With the film laid down, we can clean up once again, prepare the surface for the coatings. For the painted surfaces and on top of the vinyl itself, and the film is going to be our ceramic metal oxide coating. All links for these coatings will be down below in the description box. You can go right on top of vinyl. Doesn't matter if it's stealth or satin. It will not make stealth surfaces glossy. It just makes them darker and richer and makes them look like new again. For the plastic trim, we're going to go with our trim coating. It's formulated especially for smooth and textured plastic trim, gray or black. It will restore older plastics that are slightly discolored or oxidized, and it protects new plastic trim as well. The trim is curing. Shop manager is pleased. We can move on with the protection process. This vehicle will get our track grade wheel coating. It will see the track, and also excellent on utility vehicles, heavier vehicles where there are higher temperature spikes. The coating will last longer than most out there, can be applied to all wheel types. And finally, for the cherry on top, the kamikaze wheel coating. And after all the hard work, we can sit back a little bit, take a deep breath, and enjoy the results. Let this thing cure. A huge improvement on the finishes on this vehicle, and it will stay that way. It is well protected and will be maintained from us from here going forward. So that gives you an idea of the work kit that can go into a package like this. It's time consuming, it can be pricey, but it is available. And if you're interested, reach out and we'll take care of you. Catch you guys in the next video.